Hey, are you struggling with getting new customers for your online courses, your membership communities, or your coaching websites? Well, in this lesson, we're learning all about Facebook ads for creative teachers. So that way you can set up your campaign, you can set up your actual ad creative and all the content, and ultimately get more customers. Hi, I'm Angel from RTCourseExperts.com, and we help creative teachers with tech for their online courses, membership communities, and coaching websites. In this lesson, we're learning all about Facebook ads. We're learning what it really is, why use it. We're going to go over how to set up your basic campaign, how to set up your content. Then we'll go over an example, and then we'll summarize all our top tips. Let's start off with what are Facebook ads. Well, it's a way to promote your business on Meta, which owns Facebook and Instagram and others. So that way you can use Facebook ads to get new students and members to find you. So you're going to create ads that show up on the Meta properties. So why would you use Facebook ads over maybe other ads or ads in general? Well, with Facebook ads, you're going to be able to reach a very large audience while targeting by demographics, interests, lifestyle, and more. You could even target very specific people who are part of certain Facebook groups or communities, or have mentioned certain keywords, or have added certain properties to their profile. So it's a very powerful targeting engine, and we'll get into that. So let's get into the how-to guide. First, I want to go over setting up your Facebook ads. Secondly, I want to go into setting up your actual ad creative. So let's go over the steps from beginning to end. First, you're going to set up your account. So you're going to go to Facebook, and then you're going to go to Meta, and you're going to create your manager account. You're going to set up all that stuff. Then you're going to go and create a new campaign. This is a new ad campaign. You're going to specify when is it running, what is your budget, how much per day, all that sort of stuff. Then you're going to target your exact audience. So you're going to use all their different options to specify different people, different ages, different interests, different genders, all this sort of stuff. And we'll get into that in an example, but you're going to really zoom in and target your exact audience. So that way you don't waste any money showing your ads to people who aren't interested. And then the people who are interested, you get those people to come to your actual page. And hopefully what you've written on your sales page resonates with them, that they click that next step, that call to action that you have on your sales page. Once you define your target, next you're going to design your ad creative. So this is the actual image or video. It has the title, the text, the URL, the button. You're going to get into all those kinds of things, and we're going to go into that in a minute. Once you have your campaign set up, then you're going to be able to fully launch and run your ad. You're going to be able to start getting impressions. It's going to get out there, and you're going to start getting views and hopefully some clicks to your ads. As a teacher, you should know that it's really good to review and improve at the end after any process. So after you set up your campaign, you've configured it, you're running it, then you're going to be reviewing the performance, you're going to be tweaking it, you're going to maybe do A/B testing and have one or more different kinds of ads for each of your different kinds of goals. Next, let's take a few minutes and go into creating your actual ad. This is called a creative. It's the main content of your ad. And there are a couple of key parts to having your ad. First is the media. This is like your video ad, right? Like for commercial. Or maybe there's a hero image or a photo that you want, as your banner for your ad, wherever your ad shows up. Next, you're going to have that main headline. This is your hook. This is the thing that really calls out, those few words that call out to your people that you want to communicate with. And in addition to the title, there's a headline or a secondary headline. But basically, there's the main headline, almost like a heading 1 on a web page, and a secondary subtitle that's right underneath that heading, almost like the main headline on a newspaper, and then right underneath it, there's this other additional subheadline. So you're going to have those two headlines to play with. and that's going to really kind of hook from far away. You're going to really grab them, then you're going to suck them in with that second headline, and then hopefully they either like the picture, the video, and they're ready to click, or they can keep reading. And right, in advertising, they say the goal of that step is to get them to the next step. So you get them on that picture makes them read the title maybe reads the description, and then ultimately you get them to do some action. So you're going to define your description. Then you're going to also specify the URL. This is the web link of where you want people to go when they like your ad, right? When they see the ad, they click on it, where are they going? So this is your URL. This is like the sales page to your course or your community or your coaching program. So you're going to send them to a specific URL. And that's where you can also add some parameters. By the way, they came from one of my Facebook ads, and you're going to provide some context there. So that way you could know how many of your customers are coming from the Facebook ads versus maybe Google ads or some other kind of ads. So that way you can see how your performance goes. Is it really your audience? Is it your different messages? But that's going to help you analyze and, again, review and improve your whole ad performance. So in every one of your ads, you're going to specify the URL, and then you're going to also add some extra parameters that you can use for analytics. And then you're going to specify the call to action, the CTA. This is really the button text. What is it going to say? You don't want it to just say okay or more, right? So you want it to be action oriented, like, learn X now, or find out, click to learn more, or something like that. So you're going to want to use a smart call to action, or something like join now, some great call to action that's smart, that continues to motivate these prospects to get them to ultimately become your customer. All right, so that's the high level on setting up the Facebook ads and then getting your creative going. Hey, just a quick reminder, you probably found us by looking for ideas on how to improve your training business. But before you forget, please subscribe to keep learning and maybe share this with a bestie. You rock. Now let's check out an example. Let's say you teach improv lessons where people are creative, they could teach, they talk, they perform in front of an audience, they riff off of each other. So some sort of improv class. And you're having a challenge getting the right kinds of customers. You talk to these people, they sign up, it's not a good fit. So you really want to be specific with getting leads and also getting the right kinds of leads that are going to be happy, they're going to take the course, they're going to take follow-on products and services. So in this example, we're going to learn how to set up ad targeting options for an improv course and community, maybe even coaching, but we're going to focus on the targeting. So once you have a Facebook campaign set up and you're really configuring the ad, there's this whole set of targeting options available to you. Here are some of them: location, age and generation, interest, gender, education, behaviors, languages, home, life event, work, financial, ethnic, status, follows, politics. It's got all these different options, and when you click it, you can do ranges, you can enter values, there's different choices. So a whole bunch of different options. So we're creating a targeted ad campaign for the improv course. So we might choose 4 in this particular example. So the first option we might choose is generation. We're thinking about the exact kind of students that we want this ad to see. So that's perfect for them. So we might choose millennials and Generation Z, right? So Gen Zs and millennials. We're thinking about the ages. We're thinking about the activities that you have in your course and community. We're thinking about the vibe that's going on there. Now, you may have other kinds of improv courses for a broader range of people, but for whatever reason, you've designed certain activities, or maybe there's certain music or whatever, that this is really for those millennials. It's for the millennials and then Gen Z, and that's how you choose the age and the generation. Next, you might choose a certain language. So, you can, what type of users on Facebook will see your ad. And maybe for whatever reason in this improv course, there's some, some fun French music, some English jokes or comedy. So you've chosen to do English and French. So those are two languages that you're appealing to, and you specify that in your language. So you want those users on Facebook and other properties to see this, and hopefully they're the best fit for your improv training. And then in interest, you could choose a variety of things, but maybe on interest, you choose acting or comedy or mime or magic. So those, you feel that the people with those interests are going to really be interested in your improv training. So you go ahead and you specify a variety of interests that really match. And you, again, later on you could tweak this, but at least that gets it going. And those are kind of your ideal target audience that you're trying to target. And from a country point of view, you may want to choose options such as the US, Canada, France, UK, Australia, New Zealand. So you're going to choose those different countries, and you might start off with a tighter niche, and you may start off with a tighter group, but over time, you're going to go ahead and tweak all of these options. So you may start off with English, then you realize that you have French, or you may want to create a separate ad campaign that's really focused on French language and country France. And it might even be in that other, so your title and description are in French. So you might actually end up running two different ads. But the point is that you're able to choose these very specific options. And for this particular improv training, it might make sense to go for generation, language, interest, and country. In the end, businesses like this and yours can level up by using targeting to efficiently talk to your ideal target audience. This will help you get better results so that you can watch your cash flow, effectively use your ad spend to get the highest possible candidates that will most likely buy your products and services. Let's summarize. Here are the top things you need to know about Facebook ads. You're going to have an account. You're going to set up a new campaign. You're going to really focus on the amount and the target. Then you're going to have one or more creative ads. You're going to run them. And the most important thing is to keep reviewing and improving. So you're going to watch it in the beginning every day. Later on, you're going to maybe check it every week or every month, the ones that are working great. And then maybe you'll have competitive ads like A/B testing, where you're doing other experiments to see if you can get better performing ads. During your ad creative, don't forget to not only have the URL, but the URL parameters so that you can get analytics. When you're creating your ad content, have a great piece of media and make sure that URL and that call to action are as perfect as you can make them. Now you're a lot smarter on creating Facebook ads for your training company. If you're loving this stuff, go ahead and subscribe to keep leveling up your training business. To learn more, check out the links in the notes and expanded details on the blog at www.rtcourseexperts.com. And if you need any tech help with your online courses, membership community, or coaching website, visit us at www.rtcourseexperts.com. Thanks for hanging out. Let's stay in touch.